So Ryan, first of all, welcome to Rio. What was your reaction when the UFC called you offering this fight against Nogueira here?
It was excitement. We asked for it, so we wasn't sure whether if we would really get it. It's kind of a big jump, to fight a legend, especially in only your second fight. So we wasn't sure if we would get it. So it was pretty cool.
Why is that? This matchup you asked for specific? What does interest you about the most about it?
It's the name value. He's a freaking legend, man. You can't pass up an opportunity to fight a legend. People are counting him out, but he's still around. He's still here. So he's a legend. He doesn't have a number, so he's an attainable goal. So we asked for it.
Like you said, this is only your second fight in the UFC. You're fighting a local hero here in Brazil. Did you expect to get this quick to this stage in the UFC?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. It's pretty cool, and I'm definitely appreciative for it. We asked for it. My brother always tells me closed mouths don't get fed, so we asked for it. Not sure whether if we would get it or not. We did, so we're here.
Do you think that a win over Nogueira is the perfect chance to get to establish in this position like a rising star in the division?
For sure. That's what we asked for. Yeah, that's exactly what we asked for. Um, beating a legend, especially if we can dominate like we know we can anybody in the world. If we can do that, we establish ourselves. We have more name value, more name recognition, and we started to climb. Yeah.
It's been 2 years since your first chance in the Contender Series to try to get a shot in the UFC. How tough was it to bounce back from that quick loss in front of Dana White, in front of the whole UFC crew?
Oh wow, you put it like that. That was pretty bad, right? No.
Being here now is fine.
It was pretty tough at first. We had some stuff, some mental blocks we had to get through, but once we got through them, we were fine. We just off to the races.
Did you ever think you would get another chance? You were in the Contender Series again. Did you ever think that coming off that loss that you would have this second chance in the show, or you thought, okay, I gotta get more wins outside of outside of in other promotions to maybe get a chance directly inside of the UFC without going through the Contender Series again?
I didn't even know the Contender Series was going to come back for a second season. After I lost initially, I didn't. Like I said, it was really tough at first. My coach called me, Coach Safe. He called me. He said, "Well, the good news is, and like this is really like the night of the fight afterwards later on. He was like, well, the good news is, it happened fast. It was like you didn't really get dominated. It can kind of come off as a fluke. I was like, but he was like, you have to come back and dominate everyone they put in front of you." And at the time, I was like, I just kind of heard him. I was like, I don't know if this is what I want to do, man. I just lost, in front of everybody. And then I had the whole, little spout with not knowing because I've been doing it for so long. And then I was like, well, that was my shot, and then I lost. I lost the way I wanted to win. So I was like, I don't know, man. I probably have to find something else to do. I have a wife and kids to worry about. I don't know. So we end up coming back and dominating everybody. He put together a plan. We have a plan. So we're here.
Did you really go out and try to get a full-time job to try something else instead of get back to the gym? How was this process of coming back?
I didn't get the chance to because right after the fight, not too long later, we had a hurricane. So I was pretty much we was stuck in the city for a little while. Everyone left, we didn't, and so it wasn't much trying to look for a job. By the time that was over, I was already scheduled for another fight. So,
Which hurricane was it? Where were?
It was in Texas. I want to say Hurricane Harvey.
And why didn't you leave like everyone else?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. My brother left, but for some reason we stayed.
I read a story on ESPN this week about you talking about how important was your son in this process of getting back to being interested in fighting again. Can you just describe how important was him in this process of getting back to the gym and getting interested in fighting again?
Well, it's funny because my kids are my world. All three of them. My oldest son, after that loss, we went for a walk one day, and he asked me what I wanted to do. He asked me if my favorite superhero was Superman, because that's my name, you know. And I was like, not really, you know. I was like, people just call me that, you know, type of things, kind of brushing it off. And then he asked me if I was gonna fight again, and I was like, I don't know, son. I don't think so. I don't really like to fight. I don't know. And so he was like, well, Dad, I want you to fight again. I want you to fight one more. Or I was like, okay, well, I'll fight one more time. He was like, you just have to do more better. And I was like, all right, for you, you know. And it's one of them things where if I tell, like me and my brother the same way. You know, if we tell our kids anything, they can take it to the bank. You know, any of them. If I tell them we're gonna do something, well, we're gonna do it. Whether I feel like if I feel like it or not, by the time the times come, we're gonna do it. So I told him, I was like, all right, I'll fight one more time. And when I fought, yeah, I came back and I felt good.
And you definitely did more better in the contenders in your second chance in the Contender Series, and now you're fighting Nogueira. How do you envision yourself beating him Saturday?
I just envision a win. I don't really care how I win. I just want to win. That's my main goal. We can get an early round finish. Cool. That's what I want. Get in, get out. I don't get paid to be in there any longer. So I just want to win first and foremost. But the earlier, the better.